Have you ever seen an NBA trade go down and say, what in the world was that GM thinking? These are the dumbest trades in NBA history. Kobe Bryant to the Lakers.
With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
Let's talk about one of the most iconic moves in basketball history. Kobe Bryant joining the Los Angeles Lakers. Back in 1996, Jerry West had his eye on a young high school prodigy named Kobe Bryant. Bryant's workout with the Lakers blew everyone away, especially when he schooled veteran Michael Cooper. Jerry West was determined to bring Kobe to LA, but there was a hurdle. The Lakers only had the 24th pick, so West did what he did best. He engineered a trade. Vlade Divac, a solid center loved by Lakers fans, was sent to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Kobe's draft rights. It was a risky move at the time, but West had a plan. He knew he could lure Shaquille O'Neal in free agency, creating a powerhouse duo with Kobe. And guess what? It worked. With Kobe and Shaq leading the charge, the Lakers went on to win 3 championships, etching their names in NBA history. Thanks to Jerry West's vision and boldness, the Kobe Bryant trade became a stroke of genius, forever changing the Lakers and the NBA landscape. James Harden to the Houston Rockets. Now let's fast forward to 2012. This trade is the most game-changing trade in recent history. Harden, Westbrook, and Durant were tearing up the league with the Oklahoma City Thunder. But when contract negotiations hit a snag, the Thunder hesitated to offer Harden the max deal he deserved. That's when Daryl Morey, the Rockets GM, saw his chance and pounced. He orchestrated a trade that brought Harden to Houston in exchange for Kevin Martin, Jeremy Lamb, and just some draft picks. And boy did Harden deliver. He became a scoring machine, leading the NBA in points and even snagging an MVP award. Meanwhile, the Thunder, well, let's just say they never quite reached the same heights without Harden. So, for just a $4.5 million difference in contract negotiations, the Rockets secured a superstar who changed the game forever. It was a move that reshaped the NBA landscape and left fans everywhere buzzing with excitement. Dirk Nowitzki to the Mavericks.
New potential superstars like 20-year-old Dirk Nowitzki. Who, you ask? Well, the Dallas Mavericks thought highly enough of Nowitzki to engineer a draft day trade with the Bucks after they'd selected him with the 9th overall pick.
Back in 1998, Dirk wasn't even on the Mavericks' radar. No, he was selected by the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA draft. But here's the kicker. The Bucks had their sights set on someone else. His name was Robert Traylor. Now you're probably asking, who is Robert Traylor? Well, you're definitely not alone. Now, Traylor was a beast on the court, a physical powerhouse, known as the tractor trailer. With his imposing stature and college stats, he seemed like the safer bet for the Bucks, who were looking to bulk up their lineup in the physical 90s NBA. But oh boy were they wrong. Meanwhile, across the pond, Dirk Nowitzki was quietly honing his craft in Germany. Unathletic and unamusing, he wasn't on anyone's radar, but he was about to change the game forever. Fast forward a bit, and Dirk emerged as the best European player ever, earning MVP honors and etching his name in Mavericks history. Traylor, on the other hand, lasted just 7 years in the league, with stats that paled in comparison to Dirk's legendary career. And unfortunately, Traylor passed away on the 11th of May, suffering from a heart attack, at the young age of just 34 years old. Sixers trade Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was only 28 and one of the best players in the league when the 76ers sent him out of town. He went to the Phoenix Suns in exchange for Tim Perry, Andrew Kang, and Jeff Hornacek. Hornacek was a reigning all-star, but couldn't find his form in Philadelphia. And the other two, well, they were just bench players. Barkley tied the 76ers' hands by wanting out, but they could have definitely done a better job with the return. Barkley made the All-Star game all 4 years in Phoenix, winning the MVP in his first season with the Suns. And he also led the team to the NBA Finals. Jazz trade away Magic Johnson, in a move that would haunt them for years. The Utah Jazz unknowingly let go of a future basketball icon. Back in 1978, they traded away Sam Warfin, Freeman Williams, and Kenny Carr to the Los Angeles Lakers for Gail Goodrich, Jack Givens, Essie Givens, and a seemingly innocuous first-round pick. Little did they know, that pick would turn out to be the first overall selection in the draft lottery. And who did the Lakers select with that pick? None other than Magic Johnson. Magic's arrival in Los Angeles sparked the basketball revolution. In his rookie year alone, he led the Lakers to an NBA championship, earning himself the Finals MVP title in the process, which is something that has not been done since. Meanwhile, the Jazz languished at the bottom of the standings, missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. They had the chance to alter the course of their franchise with a once-in-a-generational talent, but instead, settled for a season of mediocrity. It's a stark reminder of how one trade can change the trajectory of a team's history forever. For the Jazz, the magic they let slip away would forever haunt their dreams of what could have been. Supersonics trade Scottie Pippen. The fate of the Chicago Bulls and the NBA as a whole could have been drastically different if it weren't for a fateful draft day in 1987. The Seattle Supersonics selected Scottie Pippen with the 5th overall pick.
The thing that's nice about him too, and then when you start to talk about a type of player, he can play a small forward, a big guard, a point guard. You know, what's interesting about him, he was recruited out of high school. He was 6'1", and he was recruited as a guard.
Only to trade him to the Bulls for help in the center position. In return, the Supersonics received Olden Polly Nice, whose contributes to the team were modest at best. Meanwhile, Pippen, he flourished in Chicago, becoming an integral part of the Bulls dynasty alongside Michael Jordan. Pippen's impact on the Bulls cannot be overstated. With his defensive prowess, versatility, and unselfish play, he played a crucial role in the team's 6 NBA championships and earned 7 All-Star selections. While Jordan may have been the GOAT, Pippen's presence elevated the Bulls to legendary status. His partnership with Jordan formed one of the most dominant duos in NBA history, striking fear into the hearts of opponents throughout the 90s. Without Pippen, the Bulls may not have achieved the same level of success, and the landscape of the NBA would have undoubtedly been altered. Pippen's legacy as Jordan's sidekick may have been overshadowed by his superstar teammate, but his contributes to the Bulls dynasty are undeniable. Sixers trade away MVP Wilt Chamberlain. In a move that still echoes through NBA history, the Philadelphia 76ers stunned the basketball world while trading away the reigning MVP, Wilt Chamberlain, to the Los Angeles Lakers in 1968. At the time of the trade, Chamberlain was already a basketball legend, boasting an impressive resume that included 4 MVP awards, 9 All-Star selections, and multiple scoring titles. His dominance on the court was unmatched, making him one of the most formidable players of his era. In exchange for Chamberlain, the Sixers received Darrell Imhoff, Archie Clark, and Jerry Chambers. However, the trade proved to be a lopsided affair, as Chamberlain continued to shine with the Lakers, leading them to an NBA championship in 1972 and earning Finals MVP honors along the way. The decision to trade Chamberlain remains a perplexing one, especially considering his stellar performance and undeniable impact on the court. While rumors of discord between Chamberlain and the organization circulated, the trade ultimately helped solidify the Lakers' position as a dominant force in the league. For the Sixers, the trade serves as a cautionary tale, reminding fans of the consequences of parting ways with a basketball icon. Chamberlain's departure left a void in Philadelphia, one that would take years to fill, and the team's decision to trade him away continues to be scrutinized to this day. Bucks trade Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Milwaukee Bucks' decision to trade Kareem Abdul-Jabbar marked a pivotal moment in NBA history, but not in the way they hoped. As one of the most dominant big men of his time, Abdul-Jabbar had already etched his name in basketball lore with an NBA championship under his belt. However, in 1974, Abdul-Jabbar expressed his desire to leave the Bucks, signaling the end of an era for Milwaukee, in a move that would haunt them for years to come. The Bucks traded Abdul-Jabbar to the Los Angeles Lakers for a package that included Elmore Smith, Brian Winters, Junior Bridgman, and Dave Myers, while Abdul-Jabbar went on to achieve legendary status with the Lakers, leading them to 5 NBA championships, earning 6 MVP awards. The players acquired by the Bucks failed to make a significant impact. Despite their efforts, they just couldn't fill the void left by Abdul-Jabbar's departure, leaving the Bucks without the success they had hoped for. Although the Bucks were faced with a difficult situation, the trade ultimately highlighted their struggles in finding suitable replacements for their star big men. While Abdul-Jabbar's departure was inevitable, the Bucks could have definitely secured a better return to soften the blow of losing a basketball icon. It's clear that these moments are more than just transactions on the paper. They represent hopes, dreams, and sometimes heartaches of fans and franchises alike. We have seen trades from the 70s all the way to the 2010s, showing us just a glimpse of the history of the NBA. If you want to learn about how the NBA was formed all the way until the modern era, click this video.